Under California law, which of the following individuals is automatically prohibited from owning or purchasing a firearm? A. A person convicted of a misdemeanor 10 years ago. B. A person under a temporary restraining order due to alleged domestic violence. C. A person fined for trespassing 2 years ago. D. A person who is a recreational marijuana user. Answer: B. California law prohibits firearm ownership for individuals under a restraining order related to domestic violence due to concerns over potential risk to others. What is the maximum penalty for illegally selling firearms in California without a valid dealer's license? A. A $5,000 fine. B. Up to 6 months in county jail. C. A felony charge with up to 10 years in state prison. D. Permanent loss of firearm ownership rights. Answer: C. Illegally selling firearms without a valid license can lead to a felony conviction and severe penalties, including lengthy imprisonment. A firearm owner in California is required to report a lost or stolen firearm within what time frame? A. 24 hours. B. 48 hours. C. 5 days. D. 10 days. Answer: C. California law mandates firearm owners report a lost or stolen gun to local law enforcement within 5 days to help mitigate illegal use. Under California law, a person must demonstrate safe handling of a firearm before purchasing it. Which of the following is part of the demonstration? A. Loading and unloading the firearm using live ammunition. B. Properly operating the safety mechanism. C. Assembling and disassembling the firearm. D. Cleaning the firearm. Answer: B. Firearm safety demonstrations focus on safe handling practices, including operating the safety, without using live ammunition. What is the primary reason for California's 10-day waiting period after purchasing a firearm? A. To allow time for the firearm to be shipped. B. To ensure proper registration with local authorities. C. To conduct a thorough background check and provide a cooling-off period. D. To allow the purchaser to attend a mandatory safety training session. Answer: C. The 10-day waiting period serves as a safety measure, allowing time for background checks and preventing impulsive acts of violence. What is the consequence of leaving a loaded firearm unsecured where a minor could access it, even if no harm occurs? A. No legal consequence if the minor does not use the firearm. B. A misdemeanor charge with a potential fine. C. A felony charge for negligent storage of a firearm. D. Revocation of all firearm ownership rights. Answer: B. California penalizes individuals who leave loaded firearms unsecured in situations where minors could access them, even if no harm results. What is not considered a safe way to carry a firearm in California without a concealed carry permit? A. In a locked container inside your car. B. Unloaded and in plain sight in your vehicle. C. Disassembled in separate locked compartments. D. In a locked trunk of your car. Answer: B. Carrying an unloaded firearm in plain sight in a vehicle is not permitted without a concealed carry permit, even if it's unloaded. Under California's red flag law, who can request a gun violence restraining order, GVRO? A. Any U.S. citizen. B. Immediate family members, cohabitants, or law enforcement. C. Neighbors and coworkers. D. Only law enforcement. Answer: B. California allows immediate family members, household members, and law enforcement to petition for a GVRO to temporarily remove firearms from individuals deemed dangerous. What is the legal definition of brandishing a firearm in California? A. Carrying a firearm openly in a legal setting. B. Displaying a firearm in a threatening or angry manner. C. Showing a firearm to a friend for demonstration. D. Transporting a firearm without a locked case. Answer: B. Brandishing a firearm refers to displaying it in a manner that could reasonably cause fear or intimidation in others, which is a criminal offense. What type of ammunition is prohibited for civilian use in California? A. Hollow point ammunition. B. Steel core ammunition. C. Armor-piercing ammunition. D. Lead ammunition for hunting. Answer, C. California prohibits armor-piercing ammunition because it poses an increased risk to law enforcement and public safety. Which of the following is a legal exception to the requirement for all firearm transfers to go through a licensed dealer? A. Transferring a firearm to a friend. B. Inheritance of a firearm between immediate family members. C. Lending a firearm to a neighbor for 30 days. D. Selling a firearm at a gun show without a dealer. Answer, B. Transfers between immediate family members due to inheritance are exempt from dealer requirements, provided the recipient is legally eligible. A firearm purchaser fails the background check due to a previous felony conviction. What happens next? A. The firearm is held until further review. B. The dealer must report the attempted purchase to law enforcement. C. The purchaser is allowed to appeal immediately. D. The dealer refunds the purchase cost. Answer, B. Dealers are legally obligated to report failed background checks to authorities to prevent unlawful firearm acquisition. When is it legal for a California resident to modify a firearm with a suppressor? A. If the suppressor is registered. B. Only for hunting purposes. C. Suppressors are prohibited in California for civilians. D. If the firearm is used for sport shooting. Answer, C. Suppressors are illegal for civilian use in California, regardless of registration or intended purpose. What is the legal status of 3D printed firearms in California? A. Fully legal if untraceable. B. Legal if serialized and registered with the state. C. Illegal under all circumstances. D. Legal only for personal use. Answer, B. California requires all 3D printed firearms to have a serial number and be registered, ensuring they comply with firearm regulations. In what situation can a firearm owner legally store their firearm loaded in California? A. Inside a locked cabinet in their home. B. In a glove compartment while parked at home. C. Only if they are physically carrying it. D. If a biometric safe is used for quick access. Answer, D. Loaded firearms can be stored in a biometric safe for quick access, provided it prevents unauthorized users from gaining access. Which of the following is a legal exception for carrying a concealed weapon without a permit in California? A. Transporting the firearm between your home and a shooting range in a locked container. B. Carrying the firearm in a holster under your coat while walking to a friend's house. C. Keeping the firearm unloaded but visible on your person in public. D. Transporting the firearm in your car's glove compartment. Answer, A. Transporting a firearm between specific locations, such as home and a shooting range, is legal without a permit if it is unloaded and in a locked container. What is the penalty for falsifying information during the firearm purchase process in California? A. A warning and firearm purchase denial. B. A misdemeanor charge and fine. C. A felony charge with up to 5 years in prison. D. Permanent disqualification from firearm ownership. Answer, C. Providing false information during a firearm purchase is a federal and state offense, punishable by felony charges and severe penalties. What is the legal requirement for transporting a handgun in a vehicle in California without a concealed carry permit? A. It must be unloaded and in a locked container. B. It must be stored under the driver's seat. C. It can remain in the glove compartment if unloaded. D. It must be disassembled and stored in separate locations. Answer, A. California law requires handguns to be unloaded and secured in a locked container during transportation, unless the owner has a concealed carry permit. When can a California resident legally purchase a firearm without undergoing a background check? A. When purchasing from a private seller at a gun show. B. When inheriting a firearm from a deceased family member. C. Never. Background checks are required for all firearm purchases. D. If they already own a registered firearm. Answer, C. Background checks are required for all firearm transfers in California, including private sales and inheritances, except for limited exemptions like antique firearms. How does California define a large-capacity magazine? A. A magazine capable of holding more than 5 rounds. B. A magazine capable of holding more than 10 rounds. C. A magazine that can be reloaded in under 3 seconds. D. Any magazine designed for automatic firearms. Answer: B. California defines a large-capacity magazine as one that holds more than 10 rounds, which is prohibited unless exempt by law. What should you do if you fail a firearm proficiency demonstration when applying for a gun safety certificate? A. Retake the demonstration immediately. B. Wait 30 days before applying again. C. Request an alternative written assessment. D. Attend a mandatory safety class and retest. Answer: D. If you failed a firearm proficiency test, you must attend a safety class before retesting to ensure you meet the required safety standards. When is it legal for a minor to possess a firearm in California? A. When accompanied by a parent or guardian at a shooting range. B. At any time on their family's private property. C. During hunting season, without supervision. D. When the firearm is for self-defense. Answer: A. Minors are allowed to possess firearms only under direct supervision, such as at a shooting range or during supervised hunting activities. What is the primary function of a firearms chamber indicator? A. To ensure the firearm is unloaded. B. To show if the firearm is loaded. C. To assist in reloading the firearm. D. To enhance accuracy during firing. Answer: B. A chamber indicator shows whether a round is loaded in the chamber, an important safety feature to prevent accidental discharge. Which of the following is required when purchasing a firearm in California, regardless of the type? A. Completion of a mandatory training course. B. A valid hunting license. C. Proof of residency and a gun safety certificate. D. Membership in a licensed shooting club. Answer: C. California requires proof of residency and a valid gun safety certificate for all firearm purchases to ensure the buyer meets eligibility criteria. If a firearm owner is convicted of a felony in California, how long do they have to surrender their firearms? A. 24 hours. B. 48 hours. C. 5 days. D. 30 days. Answer: B. Convicted felons in California must surrender their firearms within 48 hours of conviction or prohibition notification. What is considered an illegal firearm modification under California law? A. Adding a muzzle brake to reduce recoil. B. Modifying a semi-automatic rifle to fire fully automatic. C. Adding a legal extended barrel for accuracy. D. Replacing the firearm's grip for better ergonomics. Answer: B. Modifying a firearm to fire automatically is illegal in California and carries severe penalties, including felony charges. Which of the following firearms does not require registration in California? A. Antique firearms manufactured before 1899. B. Handguns used exclusively at shooting ranges. C. Rifles purchased out of state. D. Semi-automatic pistols with less than 10-round magazines. Answer: A. Antique firearms manufactured before 1899 are exempt from registration laws in California, provided they are not used for unlawful purposes. What is a legal requirement for a California firearm dealer? A. They must provide free ammunition with each purchase. B. They must conduct safety demonstrations for all buyers. C. They must display firearm safety warnings in the store. D. They must sell only registered firearms. Answer: C. Dealers are required to display firearm safety warnings prominently to inform buyers about safety and legal obligations. What is the penalty for a minor caught in possession of a firearm in California without supervision or legal exemption? A. A fine of up to $500. B. Juvenile detention or probation. C. Mandatory enrollment in a firearm safety course. D. No penalty if the firearm is not loaded. Answer B. Minors found in illegal possession of firearms may face juvenile detention, probation, or other legal consequences. Under California law, how is negligent storage defined? A. Storing a firearm in a way that allows unauthorized access, regardless of outcome. B. Failing to register a firearm. C. Storing a firearm in a locked container without ammunition. D. Leaving a firearm in a parked car. Answer A. Negligent storage occurs when a firearm is stored in a manner that allows unauthorized individuals, such as children, to access it, creating safety risks.